All right, guys, it's time to have a little talk. And I am a little annoyed. It's because I don't like when consumers like us get lied to, whether it's intentionally, just misleading, or it's done by people that really don't know any better and make comments or reply to questions about a product that just isn't actually true. And one of those things that I've been seeing an awfully lot of is that a shaver can shave as close as a razor can on your bald head. And the fact is, it just can't. You see, when you shave your head, whether it is with a single blade DE razor or a multi-blade razor that you would typically pick up in the stores, or that is on your typical made for shaving razors for your head, you are having that razor directly contact your skin. And in the case of the multi-headed blades, you are actually pulling that hair up out of the hair follicle just a little bit and then cutting it off with the blade behind it, which means that you are actually cutting the hair below the skin line, which really, you can't get much closer than that without waxing and pulling the entire hair follicle out. Where with the shaver head, you have a barrier between the skin and the actual cutting edge of the blade inside the shaver head. Now, it is definitely a very thin layer in between those two areas. However, it is enough that you can notice the difference between shaving your head with a razor and shaving your head with a shaver. A shaver does not pull that hair up first because it's acting like a scissor. So the blade before it on the little rotator cannot pull the hair up to allow the second blade in there to cut it. It just doesn't work, because if it did, you would end up having a pulling sensation on your hair rather than a cutting smooth experience. Now, I've seen where shavers try to claim that it's the closest shave that you will ever get. Well, yeah, I guess if you never shave with a razor, it will be the closest shave that you get. Just like if I never shave with anything other than a trimmer, I'm never gonna get anything closer to my head. The good ones say that they will get as close of a shave as any shaver can get. And those ones are a whole lot more trustworthy because at least they're being honest with you that it's not going to get exactly at the skin level. To me, it's just like some condom company saying that it's like wearing nothing at all. Guys, we all know that that's a whole bunch of bullcrap. Now, I'm not saying at all that shavers don't have their place, because they absolutely do, just as much so as a razor blade does. But I am tired of seeing people making the claims that a shaver gets as close to the skin as you can possibly get. See, shavers will get as close to the skin as they can possibly get compared to other shavers. I guess I'm just here to tell you guys need to be careful of some of the reviews that you may lead, even if it says that it's by a verified purchaser or whatever, because they may not actually know what the closest shave is that you can get, because they may not have used, you know, a razor before. Now, I'm not going to call out any companies here because, quite frankly, I just know that I've seen comments as well as literature on some of these shavers that just kind of alluded to it. So I'm not going to call any of these companies out. And I also want to challenge, if you've got a company that you think your shaver gets as close as a razor does, well, go ahead and send it to me. I will gladly review it for my people and tell them that I am wrong in that matter. But until I get a shaver in here that can get as close, that has a different mechanism for shaving a head to get closer to it, I am gonna have to say that it's all BS. So anyways, I want to hear your thoughts on this subject down in the comments below. Fight me, agree with me, whatever you have to say. I do want to hear your thoughts on this subject. Then go ahead and check out this video where I talk about the pros and cons of a shaver versus a razor, as well as the video down below that you may like as well. Until next time, as always, you all have a good one.